have Reiko. And Reiko, we met with you in the New Year's party 2026. In honor of that, I'm wearing my red dress today because we went at a New Year's party. It was great. We had a vegan restaurant together. Sheena, our mutual friend, invited us, and I had a great time. And I wanted to interview you ever since. Look, when I put my head here in the logo, it becomes like that. I love it.
I love that.
I even have that little thing, look.
Oh my goodness.
I still have this thing we got.
You do. Oh my gosh.
So far, it's been an okay year, except for the wars in the world and everything. I hope peace will come soon and it'll be a better year for everyone. But okay, I would like you to go ahead and please first introduce yourself.
Hello, everyone. My name is Reiko, aka Reiko Takahashi, and I am a professional music composer and producer, performer. And ever since I was born, all I wanted to do is music, and here I am talking to you today. Thank you for having me.
Wonderful.
I've always said that music is my therapist. It helped me through so many difficult times. Insecurity, growing up as a girl. I would just go straight to my piano and play all day till I felt better. It's just been my best friend.
You worked across film, classical, and electronic music. How do you approach storytelling differently in each medium?
Well, actually, I got into music when I was like 4 or 5 years old in Tokyo, Japan. I grew up in Japan, Tokyo. And piano was my first instrument. And I had my older sister who was like musical encyclopedia. She literally listened to every single genre of music existed. And my mother used to sing jazz as a hobby, and she used to have jazz party at my house all the time. And to make a long story short, I started composing since I was about 4 or 5 years old with a very, very progressive Japanese woman piano teacher, actually. And she trained my ear because she knew that I had this like ear, like, really good sense of hearing. And she said, forget all the textbooks, forget all the traditional teaching, and I'm going to expand your gift, the natural gift that you were born with. And I started composing since I was very, very little. And I debuted as a Japanese idol singer in 1980s, late 80s. And it's a really, really interesting story. And that music that I used to sing had a major resurgence in 2018, and I had no idea. And then now my Spotify channel has over like 266,000 monthly listeners with 31 million streams. And I just discovered it recently. So I came out to everybody, reintroduced myself, even though I moved to United States and have a music career here. When I first moved here, I had a band, I had a solo project, and then I had a band, Dig Jelly. I had another band called Lolita Dark. We toured across the country and internationally, and I became a professional composer at a Manhattan Beach-based music library company called Frankie K Music, and I've been working as an in-house composer for the past 9.5 years. So it's my career now, but now with this resurgence, I have become extra busy, and I'm so grateful. So it just made a full circle, and I am really pumped. That's a long-winded answer.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, I interviewed another musician recently, and interesting. Usually it starts in childhood, and it's really most of the time coming from the family. I heard that. But it's amazing. You have a great career. Your Spotify sounds really, really impressive. I remember checking out some of your songs, and I really like them too.
Oh, thank you.
So next question is, what does goodness mean to you and how does it show up in your music?
Well, my motto always have been do unto others. And I think that if everybody really practices that, I think that the world will be a much better place. And music to me is, we have no script. It's not like acting. We write our own script for music, and we have a free platform to express ourselves and spread peace, health, goodness, healthy mind, healthy body through music. So even though for production music, I usually use that platform to reach out to people, to spread the positives and, not the negative of the world. So I often use a lot of imagery in my lyrics to bring out the goodness into my music.
Okay, that's a good answer.
One time, my co-writer and the owner of music library company that I work for, Frank and I worked with a professor of Stanford University to do this program about music and sound. And one of the segments was about the dementia patient. I remember there's a woman and a man, elders, and this ballet dancer, this elderly ballet dancer who just completely lost her memory. But as soon as she started listening to her favorite piece, I think it was a Swan Lake, this woman who had been just like immobilized and just quiet for years, just started doing this like ballet, move. I can't even pretend to do it.
Get your tissues ready for this one. Music is proving to show incredible responses in Alzheimer's patients.
Yeah, take a look at this. It's the moment a former prima ballerina was transformed when she heard music from Swan Lake. That's Marta Gonzalez. She was a prima ballerina in New York for the New York Ballet back in the 1960s. Now, this powerful moment was shared by a Spanish charity which uses meaningful music from the lives of dementia patients to improve their mood and memory.
Wow, I could watch this all morning long. Just a graceful lady. Sadly, Marta passed away last year, but it really is a blessing that they were able to shoot this video and share it. She will definitely live on through her performance here, really giving inspiration for others to use music to bring joy to Alzheimer's patients.
Wow, that is an amazingly powerful piece of video, how music can cut through and reach beyond Alzheimer's to her real memories.
And that was just amazing to me, how music just triggered some part of your brain or your heart, because it just, all the emotions that you felt just comes to you and your body just reacts to it. So music changes people and heal people. And just like I said before, whenever you feel sad or, music has always been there for people. And whatever the piece that you can relate to carry you through troubling time. And also, I changed with music. So music changes people, music heal people, and you and I are changed by music too. So it's such a beautiful harmony.
When you begin composing, do you start with emotion, imagery, or sound?
When I first start, I never sat down and composed a song. It just comes to me when I'm driving or when I'm shopping or usually when I'm driving or when I'm sleeping. I get woken up with this melody or orchestration and everything, and then words come later. So it really, I guess I am inspired by many things that I see during the day. Oh, when I'm driving, by the sceneries, or like, see some beautiful moments with some strangers exchanging smiles or whatever. And then it just turns into music in my head, and I start recording onto my phone. And that's how I write almost 99% of music, unless I'm collaborating with somebody.
Beautiful. And is there a moment in your life that deeply reshaped your artistic voice?
Oh, many times. I wrote this piece called Who's the One when I was losing my father. And there was a really, really beautiful moment where I saw in the hospital room with my mother just massaging my father's leg in his last days. And at that time, he didn't remember our names, who we are, and it was really hard. But then that moment, the light was perfectly coming in through the hospital windows, and it almost looked like a heaven. And then I saw, emotional. I just saw my mom and dad, and they went through a lot together. But at that moment, everything was forgiven, everything was love, everything was selfless, and the song came to me. And so that I will always remember that moment in my life when I wrote that piece.
Thanks for sharing that with us. Yeah, I'm curious to listen to it. I can see the emotion. Film and collaboration. Your film scores feel incredibly intimate. How do you connect with the story before writing for it?
When I'm collaborating with somebody,
Yeah.
when I collab with somebody, it's usually kind of like a K-pop demon hunter story. The producer will send a bed track, right? And then I will add the melody and lyrics to it. That is how I collaborate lately with the major producers. When I'm collaborating with independent artists, it's different. But when I'm working with the major producers, which right now I'm working with this producer that took one artist to triple platinum, I'm writing 20 songs with them for this big publishing company. And he will send the songs, and then I just, it's weird. I listen to the song, and then I see sometimes he will send the title of the song, and everything is just like, as I'm listening to the first time, just melody and the story just flows out. I think my husband named me emotional conduit. I'm so emotionally available. And so, as you can see, waterworks. So it's like really, really easy for me. It's just music has never been hard. Not that I haven't struggled. I'm talking about the music. The creating music has never been a struggle. So it's just really natural, like the air I breathe.
Awesome. What has been your most meaningful collaboration and what made it special?
Well, I remember when we had this band, progressive, almost like a rap rock band I was fronting called Dig Jelly. And it was our first US tour. And before we went out on the tour, we decided to just like start writing all kinds of songs together. I used to write songs on my own, and I never collaborated before until then. And the lead guitar player and I would start a song, and we'll butt heads together because, lead singer, lead guitar player, it's like we're so both got this ego, I guess. But then we, through the battles, we came to a common ground and realized how important to open up just go to uncomfortable zones, like when you're so used to writing on your own, if you have this just feeling where what I write is the best, it just doesn't work. There's no way you can collaborate. And then so I got rid of that, and then he got rid of that, and then we started creating this, like, what we thought was masterpiece after masterpiece after masterpiece, and then it became like everybody's fan favorite throughout our tour. We did the cross country tour with the group called Farouk Assault. It was a 90s like alternative rock band. And then we went around the country for like 4 or 6 weeks, I can't remember, every day in different city. And it was just amazing to have, people connecting with something that we collaborated. And then also in my publishing company now that I belong to, I collab a lot with Frank Kilpatrick, the CEO of the library company. He's an amazing lyricist. And when he sends me the lyrics, the music just like first read, the music just melody flows out. So that is another wonderful collaboration. And it's not a memories because it keeps going. We get briefs after briefs after briefs from publishing companies, and we write like almost every day, sometimes 3 songs a day, different genre. So always collabing.
That's great. It's a very collaborative medium, really. I mean, all arts are, but some are a little more than others, and music and film is definitely collaborative. Was Sheena one of those bands? I mean, I saw, we did interview with her a while ago, and I remember seeing her in a band. Did you guys work together too? You did, right?
We when we do the animal rights events, we do like I get on the classical like piano, and then she plays the violin, because that's that type of event that we do. But and then one time Lolita Dark played at Veggie Fest in Orange County, and then we got Sheena to play violin with us. It was fun.
Okay. Lastly, can you talk a little bit about this environmental issues and animal rights? Your take on that? You sound to be like an environmental animal rights activist too, through your art.
Yes. So I have been baptized into. It's so weird. I am not a fan of organized religion. But I do believe in God, and I'm Christian, but then I am a different type of Christian, I guess, because my pastor used to call me a gangsta. I have a lot of different. I want the true teaching of God that I interpret as God created everybody equal. God wants peace. And God wants everybody to be a caretaker of the beautiful sentient beings that He created. And I always argue, it's like, if God created animals just to be our food or clothing or whatever the vanity products, why did God make animals to feel love, joy, happiness, pain, sorrow, and devastation? And a lot of people interpret as the word dominion as we have power over the voiceless. I don't believe that. Dominion means caregiving, caretaking, and just be there for the needy. And when He says "Thou shalt not kill," one of the 10 Commandments, it didn't say "Thou shalt not kill humans." It's just say "Thou shalt not kill." So I do not believe in intentionally killing anything that God created. And then so even with my music, I use that, using the imagery to put that into words a lot of times. And it was crazy. Like, I had assigned for a Japanese hip hop project from this pretty big publishing company, and then they took all the songs that I wrote, and one of the songs were literally about animal rights and veganism. And the CEO of the publishing company said it doesn't matter. The words, it's just like when you do hip hop, you project your identity and you tell your story, so it's good. And even though it is for production music, so most of the time they don't know what they're saying, what I am saying anyway, because it's in Japanese language with this particular project. So he embraced it. So I was really happy about that. And so, yeah, I mean, just like I said in the beginning, I use this music as a platform to preach positive love, and just like a prayer, It's like a prayer onto the music. Just be compassionate and if you let your hearts filled with compassion and kindness towards themselves and to one another, and to the weakest. I mean, what more do we need? Really.
That's a beautiful answer. I really, really loved your answer.
Thank you.
Yeah, and when I was first starting this project, there was a quote I heard and I really liked. It said, let me say it right, so give me a second, I'll look it up to make sure I say this quote right.
Sure.
Yeah, this is it. Man is the most insane species. He worships an invisible God and destroys a visible nature, unaware that this nature he's destroying is this God he's worshiping. So it's really aligns with what you just said.
Yes.
Like, I mean, you can believe in any religion, any faith, but I agree with you. God has given us everything and this power so that we can actually protect the environment and other humans and animals. And there's different ways of prayer. Yes, you can go to a church or wherever, whichever temple you go to and pray, but you can also pray at your home, in your heart, or through your music, through doing your art. That can be your way of praying or spreading love and light. I do agree with that. I like that.
Thank you.
And it's more open to everyone. Music can be more universal and uniting for everyone.
Emerging artists, okay. Embrace your weird. You know what that is? Whatever the quirks and uniqueness that you have, instead of being shying away from it, just use that as your niche. Like, I have never been able to get away from being an Asian singer, Asian front band, Asian this, Asian that, girl this, girl that. And, when you're already established, that's different. But while you are getting to it, just use it as your advantage. There's nothing wrong being an Asian this or a girl this. Embrace it and then just use it. That's how I became a popular band in anime circuit, Japanese anime circuit. And that's how I started kind of getting my fan base. And then, being a girl-fronted rock band, that's how I got my other fan base. So, yeah, embrace your weird. Just go with it.
When we wrap our show, we have a slogan. We say, goodness will win. Fingers crossed. And I'd like to say that together with you. When I count to 3, 2, 1, can we say that together?
Yeah.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. Goodness will win. And subscribe to Searching for Goodness. And check out Reiko. Let them know where they can find you and your music.
Oh, you can find my music on Reiko.com, FrankieKmusic.com, also Reiko_official. That's my Instagram. I post a lot of content on there. So, and SoundCloud, Reiko. But all this Reiko on my social media is Rayko. My Spotify channel is actually Reiko Takahashi, which spells Reiko. And my last name is Takahashi. It's long.
And what's the best way to contact you if anyone's interested to collaborate with you?
For the public,
Yeah.
oh,
Could it be fans? It could be other musicians, artists. Instagram is the best? Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, Reiko, that's all I have today. Thank you so much. It's a pleasure to have you.
It's so good to see you.
So good to see you too.
I want to leave behind anthems for other people's emotional journey. Because that's what happens to me when I create music that, it's constantly playing in the background. It becomes the theme song of your day. And, recently I had a resurgence of my city pop music that I sang decades ago in Japan when I was teen idol in Japan. And that song has just been rediscovered. And I have been getting a lot of support from all over the globe. And people are saying how that music carried them through their breakups, loved ones passing, all kinds of beautiful, beautiful comments. And so if I was able to do that when I was a teenager, and all this music I have been creating since then, I want my catalog of musics to be just playing in the background of them, their lives. And it's just such a amazing feeling to be an artist, to have that privilege. So yeah, if my music can become their anthems of their emotional journey, I think I'll be very grateful.